So we are continuing with section 5.3, 5.4, and by now I hope you guys got the idea of how to graph these functions. That's especially first thing is how to find the period. So once you have the period, remember for the cosine AX type of graphs or functions or cosine AX, what you have to do is find the period by using this formula here. So this is the formula for finding the period. Well, previously I said 2x over b. At that time we had the function was sine bx, cosine bx. But now if I write the sine ax, cosine ax, then p will be the period. I'm denoting it by p. P will be 2 pi over whatever that this number is, which is being multiplied with the variable. The variable could be x, could be t. Okay, so the way you will draw the graph or sketch the graph is that you, for two things you have to think about. What is the period, and then what is the maximum and the minimum heights, or the maximum height and the largest height, largest value, and the lowest value, smallest value and the largest value. Once you have them, so that you know how much high you have to go on the y-axis up and how much low on the y-axis, so you can accordingly adjust the scale. Now don't make scales like tiny like this, very small. At least like 1 should be at least this much, and 2 this much, and 3 this much, so that the graph looks nicer and clearer. So you will take a big, draw the horizontal axis. The y-axis, the vertical axis should be towards the left, so that not much is shown on the left of the y-axis. So what we will do is take a big step and put your p, whatever the p is. If p is 2 pi, you put 2 pi. If p is pi, you put pi here in place of p. If it is 2 pi over 3, you put 2 pi over 3. So whatever your p is, you will put that in the same point, same big, leap, one step. Then you go to the middle and you will find p over 2. So for example, if your p is 2 pi, p over 2 will be pi. If p is pi over 2, p over 2 will be pi over 4, and so on. If p is 2 pi over 3, pi over 2 will be, p over 2 will be pi over 3, and so on. Okay, so you find the middle one. Then what you do is here, to the left, you have to find the middle of the first half, and this will be p over 4. So you will divide your p by 4. So in this case, it will be 1 over 4 into p, which is 2 pi, which gives you pi over 2. Okay? So if sometimes you will see that you can automatically find or figure out what it is. If it's a complicated one, then you can use this technique. So to find this, you will multiply p by 3 over 4. So you'll find 3 over 4p. For example, in this case, 3 over 4p will be equal to 3 over 4 times 2 pi over 3. So 3 and 3 get cancelled, and 2 and 4 get cancelled, and you are left with pi over 2. So you will have 3 pi over 2 pi over 3 here, over here, and you will have half of that here. So pi over 3 will be over here, and this was 3 pi over 4, which will be pi over 6. So you will have pi over 6 over here, and pi over 4 was, so if you want to find pi over 4, we'll get pi over 6. So you put that over here. So, and then for the cosine, you have to, let's just look at the simple cosine, not the one with the with the amplitude greater than 1 or less than 1. So just simple cosine px. Okay. So then you will cos for the cosine 1. Let's say 1 is over here. So your graph will go like this. So cosine will be 0 at this value. Now no matter what value you see here, don't worry about that. Just remember from your the sketch of cosine how it looks like. This is -1 and this is 1. And now I'm drawing this without the any transformation applying, only using the period. So at this value it will be 0, at the middle value here it will be -1, and at the next value it will be 0. At the period it will be 1 again, and the graph will go like that. For the sine graph, you'll start at 0. Now the zeros will be at the middle point and at the beginning of the period and the end of the period. And then it will be -1 at 3 pi over 2. So here it will be -1, and at the pi over 4 it will be this is the way you will do. So anytime you have sine or cosine with the period, this is what you are going to do. It doesn't matter what the period is. This big step, that is one period. Okay. And now usually if you look at the old exams, usually that's how they give you. They ask you to find the, like, sketch the graph in one period. So that's what you need to do. Okay, let's look at the next example here. So this has f of x is equal to -5 plus sine of x over 3. So what is the amplitude? Amplitude is equal to, well, what is over here? Okay, let me write it like this. A is 1, B is 1 over 3. Can you see this? X over 3 means 1 over 3x. So 1 over 3 is being multiplied with x. So B is 1 over 3 and D is 5, -5. D is -5. So amplitude will be absolute value of A, which means absolute value of 1, which means 1. Okay. So period. So the period will be 2 pi over B. So 2 pi over 1 over 3. When you simplify, what will this become? It will become 2 pi times 3 over 1. It becomes 6 pi. So it's 6 pi, and then we are going down. We have to shift it 5 units down. So it means when I draw my axes, I have to put the y-axis up here. So what is the lowest point and what is the highest value and the lowest value? So lowest value will be equal to d minus amplitude. You can also remember is like d is the shift, vertical shift minus amplitude. So d minus absolute value of a. b is -5, -1, to -6. So we have to go up to -6, and the lowest value, highest value, d plus absolute value of a. So we have -4, -6 plus 1, sorry, -5 plus 1, -4. Okay, so what do? My 6 pi. So 6 pi is our period, so I put 6 pi here. Half of 6 pi, 3 pi, that goes here. Half of that will be 3 pi over 2, that goes here. And then over here, 3, if you cannot figure it out, you do 3 over 4 times 6 pi. So you see this is 18 pi over 4 or 9 pi over 2. Okay. It has to, it is just, it is not flipping about the x-axis, so it will stay as it is, and we have to move it down 5 units. So what will I do? I will draw a horizontal line, dashed line, and basically transfer my points here. So sine, where will sine be crossing? To cross here, will cross here, will be 0 at these values. Okay, and it will be 1 unit up, so it will be at -4, and here it will be -1, so we got -6. Now we can sketch the graph. There you go. So what is the highest value? Can you see -4? And the lowest value is -6. So if you are asked to write the points, you will say 9 pi over 2, comma, -6, and this will be 3 pi over 2, comma, -4. That's it. That is how you graph these functions. Let's look at one more example, then we'll go to the tangent. So I have this example 1 over, f of x is equal to -2 minus cosine of pi x over 3. So how do I do this one? Okay, what is my a? -1. So a is the number that is being multiplied with cosine along with the sine. So there is no number here, so I can say there is 1. So a is equal to -1. B is equal to, so you should be able to figure out what b is. If you cannot see it directly, you can do this. You can say, okay, what I should, if I have bx, in place of bx I have pi x over 2. So divide both sides by x, b is equal to pi over 2. Okay. So what else? D. D is negative 2. Okay. So what is the amplitude? Amplitude is 1. Absolute value of 1, which is 1. Okay. And the period will be equal to 2 pi divided by pi over 2. So can you see it will become 2 pi times 2 over pi. So then now pi cancel out and we get 4. So this is different. We see in the previous cases, all the cases that we looked at, we had a pi in the period, but it doesn't always have to be. So now this time we have a number. So we will do the same thing. We will put our number for the period. Well, before that, the lowest value, we will go to b minus absolute value of a, which means d is negative 2 minus 1, so negative 3. And the highest, d plus a absolute. So d is, well, a was negative 1, right? So over here, okay, so horizontal line have to go negative 3. So let's say negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So period is 4. I will come here, put 4 here, center here 2. Sorry, it was pi over 3, not pi over 2, right? I think I made a mistake here. Yeah, this was pi over 3, not pi over 2. So period will be actually 2 pi times 3 over pi. So period is actually 6. Okay, good. So we have 6 here, 3 here, 1.5 here, and 4.5 here. Vertical shift is negative 2, so at negative 2 I make a horizontal line and I shift my points here. I am not shifting the values, just shifting the points. Okay. Now cosine, remember, will be 0 at the so it's 1 at 0 on the y-axis is going to be 1 and the amplitude is 1. So we will have it here. At the middle point, which is 3 here, it will be negative 1, so it will be here. Now if we had a number with that, like amplitude was 2, then we would go 2 units here, and then 2 units on. So that should be easy. So now we graph. Oh, and by the way, sorry. So these would be the points if the graph was the with the just the cosine. But since it's a negative in front, so it means that now we have to flip these. So the point at -1 will come at -3, and the point at -3 will go to -1. Zeros will remain there, and at the 6 we had to have it at -1, but now we'll have it at -3. Just make sure that it doesn't start looking like this. This is like concave up. This is concave up. Now we have to do concave down. There. So that is your required graph. Highest point is 3, -1. Lowest point is over here 0, -3. Over here 6, -3. And that's it. That's how you do these graphs. Okay, in the next video I will show you how to deal with the or how to draw the graphs of tangent function.